We received a voice note from a listener yesterday who, without naming Dennis Hammar, said that he had a friend who was cycling near Artscape on a particularly dangerous stretch of road on Sunday and was attacked and suffered fairly severe injuries, and we were told in the voice note had just succumbed to his injuries. That was then confirmed officially. The cycling club at Club 100 had a statement. Pedal Power Association has come out. I spoke to JP Smith about the issue and safety of cyclists and pedestrians in hotspot areas an hour or so ago. And now Dennis's widow, Sharon Hammar, joins us. Hello, Sharon.
Hi, John.
I am so sorry that I talked to you about something so tragic.
Oh, John, well, look, let me first, I'm sorry, I've got to first say I'm in mourning. I'm very raw and I'm very emotional, so please forgive me.
Why would forgiveness be necessary for very understandable sadness? My goodness. You described Dennis in something I heard earlier as a very special man. Tell us about the special man.
Okay. John was a man of such integrity. He was humble. He was loyal. He was committed. Anybody he got to meet, he touched every person's heart. I didn't know one person he had a bad word to say about it. And the saddest thing for me is that I don't think he realized how loved he was by the community, and that the community have just rallied around him. And I just hope he's listening and can hear what's going on for this tragic passing. Honestly, it is so emotional for me. And I'm honestly, John, I feel that I decided to take this on this interview in honor of Dennis and also in honor of the family, because we're all passionate about the city which has been lost. We can't enjoy our lives here, and he believed in the city. He loved it. He loved his cycling. I mean, John, he did 41 consecutive cycle tours.
Extraordinary.
Cape Town cycle tours.
Extraordinary.
And he was a top cyclist. He was a founder member almost of Club 100. And the community from Pedal Power Association and all those people just loved him. He was just there, but he was always quietly there. He never pushed into anybody's face or did what there. He was just loyal and consistent.
How long have you been married, Sharon?
We've been married not a long time. We were both widowed, and we both been together for 10 years, and we've got a beautiful, I don't know what you call it, blended family, but it's just Dennis and I in this country, and all our children are living overseas. So we've been there for each other through thick and thin. We loved each other, we adored each other, and to lose your soulmate at this stage when you can enjoy life and our children is so sad. And he's 76. He was still working and still fit and strong, and a wonderful father and grandfather and husband and loyal friend to everybody.
Because really, I mean, knowing that you had both been widowed and then met each other, fell in love, identified each other as soulmates, and, okay, you had 10 years together, but my goodness, how extra cruel it is that after having been widowed one time, you are widowed twice in this awful manner.
I know. It's very hard for me to comprehend that now, John. It is, my first loss was also tragic. So, it's very sad, but, I think I don't want to harp on that. I want to harp on what is now, and that's Dennis and I. That's what's important to me, because I've just got to, we've got to move forward and keep these memories alive that were so close and so special to me. But, as I say, taken too short through senseless controls
Yeah,
And
death for a
you know,
death for a cell phone. It just makes no sense, Sharon. No sense at all.
nothing, you know. And I mean, to think that there's no value for life, John, I think that for me is just unbelievable. You know, I mean, that a person can run and just push somebody over and leave them for dead for a cell phone. And I think the picture is much bigger than this. And I think the police, and I know JP and the mayor and all of them are trying everything, but I don't think they're trying enough. And I can tell you how hard it was to try and get the police to come and even take a police statement. And the first time they sent the police, they dropped a sexual offense case for the doctor to fill out. And I had to phone them early on Tuesday morning and say, you better send me a police officer, a sergeant, to take a statement from my husband, or I am going to CapeTalk with JP Smith. And they came. And they got a statement from my husband before he went into surgery again, and then succumbed to, you know.
And
It's just
Sharon, I
not
mean,
good.
you will have lots and lots of wonderful memories of the 10 years that you and Dennis were together. But I don't know whether this sort of thing makes any difference. I'm lucky enough not to have ever been in the terrible situation that you find yourself now. But I sort of hope that your last hours together, that the Sunday before he went riding, or what you did on Saturday evening, whatever it was, that it was close and loving and filled with companionship and friendship and adoration.
But John, we always had that. So that was never, ever a question in our lives. We always had that. And when you know, after his accident, and I actually need to mention this, you know, sport is about unity in a country. It's about unifying people and camaraderie. And a wonderful group of cyclists passed Dennis and assisted him. And can I just give a shout out to Nurch and his posse of cyclists who phoned me and supported me and sent me a pin and stayed with Dennis till I got there. And they continued to support me and actually ask me messages. And, you know, I think that we don't want to lose that in the country. There's so much other stuff happening. Why can't we just keep it where everybody supports each other and unifies? And actually, that's what I want in my husband's honor. You know, all he wanted to do was meet people along the road, cycle with them, bump into them, have a cup of coffee with them, come back. When he came home, we'd be together. I'd have been swimming. I'm a swimmer and a bit of a runner. I used to be a runner. I call myself a shuffler now, but we would get together afterwards. We'd have breakfast. We'd talk about his ride, the people he'd met on his ride, the weather, and we'd get on with our day. And we'd, you know, talk about the beautiful weather, the sea. The sea's rough. It's hard. It's windy. And, you know, I'm just going to miss that. I'm going to miss him holding his hand. I never ever said goodbye to him without saying I love you. When he went off, I said I love you. When I went to fetch him, I said I love you. When I was in hospital, I never left his side. Always said I love you, and we were always together. And I was with him when he died. Not with him when he died, because unfortunately it took about half an hour of trying to resuscitate him, and all his vitals went down. And actually also shout out to all the doctors and staff and the team that did everything in the power to keep my beautiful, precious, special soul of a man alive, and he just couldn't hold on. And
Sharon, it can't have been easy having this conversation
yeah.
on the radio, but you said you wanted to do it in honor of Dennis. And
yes.
Thank you for being brave enough to share your pain with us. And I know that I speak for the whole CapeTalk community, the cycling community, anybody with anything of a soul, wishing you strength and love and support as you make your way through this period of sorrow and loss. Thank you.
Now, John, thank you, and I appreciate you giving me the time and just to get it out there for all the other cyclists and enthusiasts out there, and for Cape Town. May Cape Town blossom again to be what it was before. That would be a nice.
Sharon Hammar, thank you so much for talking to us.